Authorities have confirmed the arrest of a 51-year-old Bafana Sindane, who had been evading law enforcement for several weeks following a major police operation linked to organized crime allegations. Sindane reportedly went into hiding shortly after the arrest of his alleged associate, Joe Ferrari Sibanyoni. Despite calls for him to surrender, he remained on the run until his arrest earlier today. He is expected to face multiple serious charges, including alleged business extortion, involvement in violent taxi-related incidents, and money laundering activities said to involve more than 25 million rand. Police have not yet publicly provided full details of the case or confirmed all the allegations. Investigators further allege that Sindane lived a lavish lifestyle during this period, spending significant amounts on luxury goods, travel, and high-end vehicles. It is also claimed in some reports that large sums of money were transferred to accounts linked to the individuals connected to him, including actress Amanda DuPont. These claims have not been independently verified, and no formal findings have been made public regarding her involvement. Authorities say the investigation remains ongoing and more arrests or charges may follow as financial records and suspected transactions are examined. Sindane appeared in court today, where further details of the charges against him will be presented. On the other hand, Opa Bafana Sindane informed the court that he employs 70 people through his transport and taxi business. He stated that he supports his wife and 3 children, noting that his eldest child works in his business while the others are still in school or studying. Sindane told the court that he voluntarily handed himself over to the authorities. He denied allegations that he had fled from the police or failed to cooperate, and argued that his decision to surrender demonstrates his willingness to stand trial and respect the rule of law. All accused have indicated that they intend to plead not guilty to charges of extortion and money laundering. They further submitted that they are all breadwinners and that it will be in the interest of justice for them to be granted bail. Meanwhile, the case against taxi boss Joe Ferrari Sibanyoni turned tense at the Kwaggasfontein Magistrate Court on Wednesday after his lawyer accused the state of being unprepared by requesting a postponement of the bail application. The court postponed the matter to Friday. His lawyer, Sean Abrahams SC, claimed that the state was violating his constitutional rights. Sibanyoni appeared alongside co-accused Mvimbi Daniel Masilela and Philemon Caesar on charges of extortion and 2 counts of money laundering. But proceedings were quickly overshadowed by a fierce legal battle over the state's request to postpone the matter to Friday. Prosecutors told the court that investigations were still ongoing and more time was needed to gather evidence. The state also indicated that the bail may not proceed because the magistrate expected to hear the matter was unavailable. Abraham strongly opposed the postponement and said the state had failed to properly prepare despite the investigation running for an extended period. Abrahams also corrected prosecutors in court, arguing that the matter falls under Schedule 5 and not Schedule 6 of the Criminal Procedure Act. Tensions escalated further when it emerged that the state had still not provided the defense with the charge sheet. Magistrate J.T. Erasmus asked prosecutors whether the charge sheet had been handed to Abrahams. The state admitted it had not. Abrahams confirmed this and told the court he needed the document to proceed with the bail application. Despite this, the defense insisted it was ready to move forward. Erasmus then revealed that he would not preside over the matter. He told the court he had initially been informed by the acting head of the Kwaggasfontein office that the case will proceed before him on Wednesday. However, after contacting the chief magistrate in Mbombela, he was informed that she would preside over the matter instead. Erasmus requested that the case be postponed until Friday to allow the chief magistrate to take over proceedings. Abraham slammed the move, calling it unconstitutional, and said this tramples upon my client's right. He questioned why Sibanyoni had been arrested if the NPA was not ready to proceed. In another explosive claim, Abraham said he had struggled to communicate with both the investigating officer and the NPA ahead of the hearing. He told the court he had been blue-ticked by officials while trying to obtain information about the case. According to Abrahams, the investigating officer's cell phone was switched off and repeated attempts to make contact failed. He said he later contacted the Director of Public Prosecutions, Advocate Sonja Duli, who promised to return his call because she was in meetings. Abraham said Duli later instructed him to communicate through text messages. He sent a request for the prosecutor's contact details but had still not received a response by the time court proceedings began. He said, "I'm still waiting." What's your take on this one, people? Thanks for watching. Please subscribe for more news.